Jeff is in Surrey. Jeff, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Jane.
Now, I know you've read Penelope Leach's book, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I downloaded it onto my Kindle.
All right. And you have 3 sons?
I have 3 boys, 15 to 17.
Well, tell me about what you think.
Well, I'm actually shocked that Penelope Leach is saying that her book doesn't say that children shouldn't go to their fathers for overnights under 5 years of age, because the book is littered with those comments, and I can give you some examples. For example, Penelope Leach in the book says, and when a lawyer bids for his client to have his baby or toddler to stay overnight each weekend, they are both ignoring clear evidence that such overnight separations from the mother are not only usually distressing, but also potentially damaging to the brain development and secure attachment of children under 4.
Well, Penelope's
under
here.
5.
Okay.
Yeah. There's also another one, if I could just say this one, because it's quite important. Findings strongly suggest that shared care that includes spending nights or even a single night at a time away from home and mother is seldom in the best interests of children under 5 years of age. I mean, the book is littered with that, and so Penelope Leach coming on and saying the opposite, I just don't understand it.
Well, can I explain then? What you're quoting from is the concluding chapter of the book, and what it's doing is referring back to, not my opinion, but the sparse, admittedly, but the research that does exist.
Well, can I talk about
let me just finish. Let me just finish.
I will come back to you, Jeff.
And what I'm talking about is a potential for harm, not an actual harm. And the lawyer example, which perhaps was a little a little excessive, but the lawyer example is when justice for the parents is being put ahead of any examination of what's gone on with the children. If that baby is already close to dad, used to being looked after by dad, has always had kind of something approaching 50-50 from the 2 parents, then fine. We're talking about a situation in court where that's the decision. Slam it down the centre, 50-50. So I refer to it as a Solomon solution. And that is damaging. I'm sorry, but it is. And you can avoid it, of course, mostly by parent planning.
All right, Jeff, carry on very briefly.
Penelope, I've just given you 2 quotes, and there's loads of them, where you're not talking about equal share, 50-50. You're not talking about court. You're talking about children under 5 spending 1 night away from their mother, and that is brain damaging. Now, I mean, most mothers work. Plenty of them are nurses and police, and they work shift hours. So what you're saying to all these mothers, apart from the fathers, but to these mothers, is that you are potentially going to brain damage your child if your child is away from you overnight. And then talking about the research, in the research that you rely on in the book, McIntosh 2010, that has been widely discredited by reputable researchers. In fact, Jennifer McIntosh has said that she's been misquoted by people like you, people like you, Penelope, who have misquoted her. And there was a paper out this year from 110 of the international leading experts, which said there is no evidence that there's harm to children from infants to toddlers. And in fact, the evidence that's available in the research is that it is better for children if they have overnights with separated parents.
Jeff, I appreciate the passion of your own argument. Thank you.